Hey, what's up you guys? It's Taylor here with Virginia Water Gardens, and last Saturday, which will be like a couple weeks from now when this video goes up, but we actually had a winter seminar slash pond party, and basically we're just going over like how to maintain your pond as you get into the winter season, answering any questions that people had and stuff like that. So I actually was able to record the whole thing. So I wanted to kind of share that with y'all in case you guys were curious or had any questions or anything like that. So I hope you enjoy.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. Can everybody hear me okay? Everybody hear me? Good? Yeah? Okay, cool. If y'all can't hear it sometime, just say something and we may unplug one of the waterfalls. So if not, we'll just talk loud, right?
Yep.
So I'm glad y'all came out, and I'm thankful and grateful for the sun and a little bit warmer temperatures. I was looking at the weather early in the week and it was calling for rain, and it was calling for like 47 degrees, and so this is good. Before we get started, I always like to go around and just, if you'll say your name and where you're from, and then afterwards I think all of y'all know that we're going to have a little, we call it the end of year party, so to speak. It's but we just thought, after our last seminar, everybody kind of got up and really wanted to hang out. But so we went out and got some water and soda and coffee and cider and wine and a few beers. And so if y'all are open to that, you're welcome to hang out for as long as you want. We'll be here till the last person leaves. Taylor, I want to start with you. I know I'll introduce you, but why don't you just say what your name, where you're from?
I'm Taylor. I was born and raised here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And I've been with Virginia Water Gardens for a year now. Yesterday.
1 year. I'm Donna. I've been here for, I still haven't figured it out, but I think six years? 6 years. And I'm the Saturday person, so every Saturday you'll always find me here. I'm Crystal. I'm from Washington State. I retired here from the Marine Corps in 2018. And I'm here on Wednesdays and every other day sprinkled around the week. So nice to meet everybody.
Good. Guys, I'm going to turn it over to the team.
All right.
And we'll take it from here.
All right. Got it.
See y'all in a little while.
All right. Welcome. So this time of year, we're mainly going to be briefing on getting your pond ready, and a lot of you probably have already started prepping for the winter. So the most important thing is to switch from regular beneficial bacteria to cold water bacteria. And the reason why, can everybody hear me? Okay. The reason why is this will sustain over under like 50 degrees. So the regular beneficial bacteria, if you're still adding it, it's really not doing your water any good because it's probably below 50 as of now. So you want to switch to your cold water bacteria. And then also, most ponds that we build have filters. So you'll normally find 2 filters at the top in your waterfall and then one by the pump. And first you'll unplug your pump, because if you don't, then once you pull these out, all the gook will fall into your pond. So you want to unplug your pump, take your filter pads out, and hose them off really good. And then you'll place them back in, and then start your pump up. So, yes,
if I could, when you hose these filters off, if you have greenery, evergreens in your yard or in your gardens, that's good for it. I put my filters right on my plant in the bed.
Does anybody need the talking points? Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, and even in the summertime when I clean them out, I'll take, because it really has a lot of good bacteria, and it fertilizes my plants. So I'll just take it and then place it over, hose it off like by my plants, and then it gives some natural fertilizer to my plants. So, but yeah. So you'll want to clean your filter mats out, and then your plants, you want to cut back your plants to they're about an inch above the water. That will also help if you opt to net your pond so that your plants aren't sticking up and really not being able to net your pond. So you'll clip them back for the winter, and in the spring they'll come back, so don't worry about that. You know, especially irises are very hardy. And then you will also get your dosing system, and then what you want to do is bring your top back in for the winter. Bring it inside, because up underneath there's these tiny tubes, and if you leave it outside, the beneficial bacteria or whatever you're run and maintain will be in here, and it'll actually freeze and then break your tubes. So you want to remove this and bring it inside.
Can I also tell you, you could also buy replacements for those, which is really nice too.
Yeah. So we sell the pump cartridge,
Right.
we sell that replacement, but we also sell this whole
Right.
piece as a replacement once it gets old enough. Yes.
Every time we say winter, it's under 50, like count as a winter.
Right.
Like now we are in winter, like I don't feel super winter.
water degrees, right?
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Because I know right now it's
'Cause like
kind of
a-
all over the place.
At night to 28, at the daytime 60. I don't know what kind of food I need to give them, or like do you count like nighttime, daytime, like average?
Just like an average, and really this time now you should really not be feeding your fish
At all
at all.
for 3 months.
Right. And they will be alive and see you in the spring.
And they'll be waiting at
They'll
the
go
top.
down and they park.
And another thing you want to do is once you remove the top of your automatic dosing system, you want to just cover this just so that when it rains, the ice, the water doesn't freeze and then crack your container. So if you just take a piece of plastic and put it over the top with a rubber band, and it'll be fine. And then also, if you're have an iogen, you can just turn it off. You can leave the probe in there, but just turn it off, because you're just wasting it, by leaving it run. So just turn it off and cut it back on in the spring. So that's your automatic dosing system. And if you're running aeration in your pond, you want to bring the disc, or there's also different kind of long tubing for aeration. You want to bring your aeration up to the top, because the water is the warmest where your fish are at in the bottom of the pond. So you don't want to disturb that water. So you want to provide aeration, and then you'll bring your aeration as close to the top as you can. So you'll bring that up. And then in the summer, you'll drop it back down. Yep. So that's your aeration. And then the thermometer, if you're wondering what your water temperature is.
So with the thermometers, they sell two different kinds. So this one, basically all you do is you'll stick it into the pond and it'll adjust. And you can anchor it to something, so anytime you go outside, you always know the temperature. And then we also have the smart pond thermometer. So this can connect to an app on your phone, and that way you don't have to go outside when it's really cold to see what temperature your water is. And if you have lights, it easily will just hook right into those, and you can use it. And then
Oh, you have
yeah,
it.
see, there it is. So yeah, it just
Really-
connects, and you
really
can
good.
set it up.
Like-
Oh,
Yeah.
that is good.
What's your pond at?
Huh?
What's
45.
The
45.
45?
And you can also set it up to alert you when the pond drops a certain temperature, and let you know when to stop feeding, or when it gets up a certain temperature to start feeding again. So that's really, really cool. And then right now we're not really feeding, but if you are still feeding, because I know it's kind of iffy right now, we do recommend that you're still doing the cold water fish food, which is green top. So that way it has wheat in it, so that it helps their digestive system as we go into the colder months.
About
And
the
then-
cold bacteria, how many you put, like daily, once a month?
Once a week.
Yeah, once a week.
Just like one.
It
So
will tell
each-
you on there
Yeah.
how big your pond is,
Okay.
how many pumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, each pump is 100
I got it.
gallons. So once a week, and if it's really cold and you miss a week, your pond will be fine.
Yeah.
But they recommend once a week.
And then we have So I get a lot of questions in the wintertime about like if their pond, like people are concerned about their ponds freezing. So they ask if you want to put like a heater in it or something. So we do sell a de-icer. So basically it just floats on top of the water. It just keeps a hole in there so that your fish will be fine in case obviously the pond freezes. And it also has a built-in thermostat, so it'll cut off on its own once it gets too warm. So you won't have to worry about running outside and unplugging it or anything like that.
And this is just for display purposes, but you just want to take the debris off the top, or if there's some leaves on the bottom and you can manage to get them up, it just helps, preserve your water quality by taking out the leaves, because the leaves will actually turn your water like a tea color. But in the spring, you can add carbon, which actually takes out some of the tea color in your water.
And then another great thing that about like the winter time is the ice sculptures that kind of form when it snows. So take lots of pictures because I love to see them. So if you want to send them to us or anything like that, like we would love to see it. But like out front we have those big fountains, as you all have seen. So when it freezes, they actually form like these really neat ice sculptures around the sides of them, and like the water's flowing out, and it's just a really beautiful sight to see. So I know some of you have new features, so when you guys see that, definitely shoot some pictures and just enjoy it really. Crystal's going to talk to you guys about our maintenance membership program.
So if you don't want to do any of the work involved, we do have maintenance packages. So thank you. And that will lead, Crystal will tell us all about that.
All right, so this coming year for 2022, we're going to be doing maintenance membership packages. And if anybody needs a handout, they're sitting up here, and Taylor also has some.
Anybody want one?
They're basically 4 different levels, and they all offer different options, services. And as you'll see, we're ranking them as bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And they include additional services the higher you go up, with platinum being the highest, of course. If anybody's familiar with our maintenance program now, we come out twice every month. Well, depending on what you have going on right now, we come out twice every month during the summer months, and once a month during the winter months. And basically this just outlines all the options, all the services that you'll get if you sign up for one service or another. And everybody's pond is different, so they're going to be different prices. There's not like one set price for everything across the board. But yeah, just let us know if you're interested in signing up for a maintenance package. So that's all I have for that. Are there any questions? Any more questions?
I had the platinum. That's what I thought.
One of the things that we're doing differently this year is that we're including spring cleanouts and fall maintenance and netting in the platinum package. So that's a nice option to have. You don't have to worry about scheduling. Anybody who signs up for the platinum package will be priority scheduled, so you'll get first on the list. And you won't have to worry about when, the leaves falling and not being netted and filling up your pond. So that's a nice option. And also the spring clean out, getting your pond nice and clean for for the spring and summer. So those are some things to consider. And if you have any questions, let me know. So thank you.
So I hope that you guys learned a lot from this little seminar that we had, and I really hope that you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe below, and hit that bell so that you get the notifications every time we post. We post every Thursday at 3 p.m. So tune in next time. See ya. Bye.